Hey everyone, it's Nat. Welcome back to Fashion Meets Makeup. So today we're going to be doing a get ready with me. I've been seeing lots of these makeup looks kind of float around where people are saying get ready with me quickly, get ready with me easy makeup look. So this one, I'm not talking through it and explaining it and giving you little tips and everything. Should take about 15 or less minutes to do. I'm not one of those people who just does like mascara, spot conceal and chapstick and goes out. I don't feel quite as comfortable that way. This is what I do when I want to feel like me but want to do something simple and get ready quickly. First thing you want to do is you want to curl your lashes up. So this is my super old Revlon curler. I don't even know if they still sell this. So just go ahead and curl them upwards. The reason I'm doing this is I'm going to be applying false lashes later and I want them to go up and blend in with the false lashes. I don't want them to be just straight. So I like to do that before I put any of the eye makeup on. Next, you want to grab an eye primer. I'm going to be using this one by e.l.f. You just want to make sure that it's something sheer because we're not going to be covering our whole eyelid with eyeshadow. So I'm just going to put it mainly right here on the outer part of my eyelid. And then you're just going to, oh, I need a little bit more right there. Blend it inwards and out with your finger so that you can no longer see it. And I'm going to take my ring finger right here. Next, you want to take some type of cream product to use as a base. I'm going to be using this Revolution Pro Eye Elements in Central, so it's this kind. And so what we're going to do for this is it's going to create a little bit of a tacky base to help the eyeshadow to grab onto. So I'm going to take a brush because my nails are super long right now. I wish I had a smaller brush around here for this, but you just need a tiny bit of it because this product actually blends out really, really well. And we're going to start right here on the outer part of our upper lash line, very close to your lashes, and then just go in and then blend that out a little bit. So just out and up. You want to just keep it right there by your upper lash line. We're not focusing on getting it all over the lid. Next, you want to take an eyeshadow of your choice, just kind of something that's more in the medium range. So not super light, like not a champagne, not super dark, not a black or like deep purple, something more in the mid-tone range. So like a taupe, a bronze, a medium gray. So I'm gonna be using this today. This is by Urban Decay. It's a Naked Smoky palette, and we're gonna be using this shimmery taupe color called Armor. So it's right here. You just want to get a shadow that is pretty pigmented and soft. It has a little bit more of that buttery texture, not something that's super dry and gritty because then it may not work as well for this. Think very pigmented, very soft, very easy to blend out, very easy to work with. Then I'm going to be taking this little e.l.f. flat top brush. So this is from their line where it's like $2 or $3. And what I'm going to be doing is placing it in the palette. All right, so you're gently going to be setting that down in the product. And this brush is great for this because it picks up the product really nicely. So when you're pressing into the pan, see how one side is pushed down, the other one I'm not quite pressing down all the way. So this side that has more product, I'm gonna flip it around and it's gonna go right here on the outer upper part of my lash line. And we're gonna place it down right there so that we get the most amount of product right there. Then you're gonna do a little dabbing motion with your brush, and as you dab, you're gently gonna drag it and go all the way inward till you get to about right here. So we got some pigment on there, but I'm gonna take a little bit more and just do it one more time to make sure I really build up that color. Now comes a part where you might wanna smoke it out a little bit, get a tiny bit more product, and then just place it down right here. But instead of going inwards and dragging it towards the inner part of your lash line, you're going to actually drag it up a little bit and smoke it out. So I'm building it up to where it's a little bit thicker right here on the outer corner. You can see almost like you would do sort of for a wing where it's thicker and then it gets a little bit more narrow. The reason I do this is it just kind of helps change up the shape of your eye a little bit, where if you just do a line that's very close to your lash line, it still will look all right, but it doesn't give it as much of a shape as it does when you do this. Now the great thing about this, because it's not a precise line, you don't need to be completely exact. You just want to focus on keeping things sort of even. So what I mean by that is you want to keep the thickness right here of the outer part similar to the thickness of right here. You also want to focus on this part right here where your eye is, where you're going to be looking for, where people are actually going to be looking, that it's similar in thickness to this one right here. Like I said, it doesn't need to be exact, but just sort of similar. Next, you want to take either dark brown or black eyeliner to tightline, just depending on what type of eyeshadow you did, something that will complement it. Today I'm going to be using a black, but this could easily go with a brown. So this is by Wet n Wild. It's the breakup proof, waterproof, retractable eyeliner. I actually really like this, and it's only like $3, so definitely recommend you checking it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start here towards the inner lash line and just kind of either look halfway or down a little bit. Go back and forth, side to side, until you get to the end right here. All right, so this next step is optional. Sometimes I do this, sometimes I don't, just depends on my mood. But you wanna take a shadow that is very, very dark and deep, and you're gonna put it very, very close to your upper lash line, like super close right there, and that helps make it a little extra smoky. So I'm gonna be taking this shadow from the same palette called Black Market. It's a black color. It's not like a true deep, deep black, like it's not the color of my shirt, but it definitely does have a lot of darkness to it. So just put it a little bit on the brush. Then you're gonna place it on the upper outer part of your lash line, just right above your lashes, and just pat and dab, but we're not bringing it all the way in, just enough to where you basically run out of product, which is about right here. So you can see just by adding a little bit of that dark eyeshadow, it just really helps smoke it up super quickly, and it's super easy to do. All right, so the next step is to apply some false lashes to the top, or you can just add a mascara. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I will be right back. The last part is to add a tiny bit of mascara to your lower lashes. This is not completely necessary, but I feel like it just opens them up a tiny bit more. So I'm gonna be using this one by Wet n Wild. It's their Mega Length Mascara and the waterproof formula, I believe. And we're just gonna be lightly coating them. We don't want them to be super dark and noticeable. We're not going for, you know, exactly how they look on the top, because those are false, so that's not gonna happen, right? But just add a little bit of definition and length to them. So if you want to just add more of the pigment, then kind of brush down. If you want to just lengthen individual lashes, then have it vertical and then drag it down. So I'm just gonna kind of go through that and lengthen them until they're all a similar length and thickness as far as how much mascara is coated on each lash. This is the finished look. I just did the mascara on the other eye so you can see and get the full effect, but I really like how it looks. I think it's very pretty. It enhances my eyes, has a little bit of smokiness because you're using a mid-tone shadow, and then we use that black shadow very, very close to the lash line. It's just, I like it. I think it's cute and it's effective for how I want my eyes to look. So if you would like to see the next part of this little tutorial series, yep, now it's a series, I'm going to be doing my face makeup using the Rimmel Lasting Finish 25-Hour Breathable Foundation. And so that's gonna be the next video. If you'd like to see how I do my face makeup and blush, then go ahead and click to the next video. If not, I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Leave any questions or comments down below. Remember, no questions are too weird. Maybe I didn't explain something clear enough and you're just really confused. It's okay, I'll definitely answer it for you. And also subscribe if you're not subscribed already. So that's it for right now, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.